Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone, especially to the St. Louis University School of Medicine class of 2023. Whom we celebrate today. Welcome to Match Day. My name is Chad Miller. I'm an internal medicine physician and the Senior Associate Dean of Undergraduate Medical Education at St. Louis University School of Medicine. On behalf of the Dean staff, it has been an honor and privilege to watch you grow into the outstanding future doctors you are today. We are so proud of you and could not be more excited for the reveal today. I want to welcome friends and family of the class of 2023. Today is an extraordinary day for you as well. Our students in the class of 2023 have paved their way to success with so much support from you. We are so glad you are here to celebrate this achievement. So what's going to happen this morning? So after introductions, I will turn things over to Aaron Fitzpatrick, Assistant Director of Campus Ministry, to lead us. Following that will be messages from the class presidents, Rachel Pyan and Michael Gavrilo. And then Dr. Chris Jacobs, Dean of the School of Medicine, will speak to you. And then with some help from Dr. Gil Choksi, Associate Dean of Admissions, I will talk a little bit about the class, where the class of 2023 started, and give a little history about how the match came to be. This will be followed by a toast from Dr. Shannon Graybosch, OBGYN Co-Clerkship Director, and chosen to give the toast by the end of the We will then proceed into the introductions of the students, where they will walk up to the stage and receive a number and a placard. After we read all the names, you will pick up your match envelope from the tables in the periphery that correspond to the number that you're given when you come to the stage. And we will tell you at the given time when you go to that table. It must be after 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, live match rules. So it will be no sooner than that. And at that time, you will be able to open your envelope and share the good news with the world. And the placard will be for you to write and show where you matched and into what specialty. And after everyone has had a chance to open their envelopes, we will play a slideshow celebrating where everyone matched and in what specialty. As you might imagine and hope, teaching and training future doctors is complicated. It requires a number of people to make it happen. We are grateful that so many of them are here with us today. And I would like to acknowledge those wonderful people who played a significant role in supporting the class of 2023 throughout medical school. I cannot emphasize enough. We have a great team here at SLU School of Medicine to provide the education that we do. So first off, I would like to recognize our course and clerkship directors. If you are here, would you please stand? They oversee the key components of the curriculum for the medical school and ensure that our students are learning what they need to know. So course and clerkship directors, please stand. Thank you. Next, I would like to recognize our learning community faculty mentors. They mentor our students through 4 years of medical school and guide them on their way in this journey. So learning community faculty, would you please? Come on, don't be shy. I see a number of you here. Don't want to stand. Will the Office of Admissions, deans and staff, please stand. Thank you for your work supporting the class of 2023. Would the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion please stand? Some new names and faces, but they have been nothing but supportive. Thank you, staff and deans and ODEI. Would the Office of Curricular Affairs, which oversees the curriculum, please stand? and with the Office of Student Affairs, which oversees the student services to assist the students progress through the curriculum. Please stand. And there are some individuals in the crowd that I would like to acknowledge that are here. I would like to acknowledge Dean Emeritus, Dr. Phil Alderson. Dr. Alderson, would you please stand? I would like to also acknowledge Dean Emeritus, Dr. Bob Wilmot. Wilmot? I would also like to acknowledge Board of Trustee member here at St. Louis University, Dr. Jerry Dwyer. And finally, before I move on, would any faculty or staff of the medical school whom I did not mention please stand? I got you all. Thank you for your contributions to the class of 2023. I would now like to introduce Ms. Erin Fitzpatrick, Assistant Director of Campus Ministry, to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. It is a privilege and a blessing to be here with you. There are some familiar faces. I just started last January in this specific role. And so I would like to introduce someone else that I think who could not be here with you today, but would like to do the invocation for us, Father Dr. James Duffy.
Good morning in 2023, and greetings from the Electric City and home of the office. I miss all of you very dearly, and I am honored by your asking me to participate in doing the invocation for you at Match this year. Please be assured of my continued prayers for your success as you go through and continue a very holy and virtuous vocation. Let us pray. Almighty and ever-loving God, source of all healing and every good gift that fills this earth, you bless your creation with your presence. We lift up to you this day every creature that suffers, as our profession struggles to contain the impact of both the pandemic and the violence of war. As we gather for this match, we thank you, Lord. We thank you for calling forth servants among your people, servants who have learned to generously respond to others who suffer in body and soul. We ask you, Lord, to bless their hands with gentleness, bless their minds with clarity, and bless their hearts with deep compassion. We ask you to fashion them in your own image, that they might be your presence to their patients throughout the earth. Surrounded by their family and friends, professors and colleagues, let them remember your many gifts that have blessed and supported them during the long road of their formation thus far. And send forth your Spirit as you send forth these future physicians to their residencies this day. Bless them mightily as they serve your people in the ministry of your healing. In your holy name we pray, Lord. Amen.
Nice to see him again. We do stay in touch, as you might imagine. So I'd like to introduce our class co-presidents, Rachel Pion and Michael Gavrivelik. Share some words with you.
We should do it.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Match Day 2023.
Sorry.
We
that was
tried
a
to do it
little
in sync, it didn't happen.
We tried. Okay.
Those of you who we haven't had the chance to meet, my name is Michael Gavrilovic,
And I'm Rachel Vien.
and we are the class presidents for the class of 2023. We are so excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. It has been a long and bumpy road, but we've all learned and grown so much through it. From facing a global pandemic in our M1 year, dedicating innumerable hours to studying on our first board exam in M2, interacting with and learning what it means to provide compassionate care to patients during our M3 year, and finally, juggling applying for residency and clinical duties. As seasoned fourth-year students, as much as it didn't feel that way, we've made it through it all. We all have truly thrived, despite the many challenges and roadblocks that we've run into while we've been here.
And now, as we near the end of our careers as medical students and look forward to becoming residents soon, I've been asked countless number of times, what is match day? And although Dr. Miller, I think, will be giving a little bit more of a detailed account of what that is, to me, I sum it up as a culmination of the dedicated effort, passion, and sacrifices that medical students have made into becoming excellent physicians one day. And despite not getting any breaks for 6 months during M3, we made it. And Gab and I, yes, claps to us. And Gab and I are truly so happy, I can't say that enough, to be standing with you all on such a monumental day. Today is a day of celebration. No matter what our specialties are, no matter where we land, we have all achieved something extremely great today. We finished medical school and completed every step of our clinical curriculum throughout a global pandemic. And we're finally gonna have a stable income.
This is one of the last times that Rachel and I will have the opportunity to address you as your class presidents, and we would like to say that it has been our honor and privilege to represent you guys to the school and to get to know you all. I know I personally have made some of the best friends of my life in medical school, and we're honored to have trekked the journey of becoming a physician alongside you all.
All right, and before we move forward with our program, I would like to take time to thank a couple of people who really made today happen. So first, I would like to ask our match day committee to stand when I call your name. Mr. James Toe. Next is Dr. David Anarchy.
Don't call him doctor.
Or soon to be doctor. Michael Goulet, our treasurer. Shivi Chaudhary, who made the beautiful programs you see before you today. And our MVP, Ms. Kellen McCormick, who I cannot emphasize enough, she's the one who spearheaded being at the Ritz and having actual tables here today. Otherwise, we would just be all facing forward seeing us, and that's very boring. So, thank you so much, Kellen. And last, couple more people, Dr. Miller and Dr. Deshawn, thank you so much for all the guidance you've provided through these 4 years. The Ritz staff, thank you. We all got a glass of champagne for today. Our faculty members and mentors, and everybody here today. Without our family and our friends, medical school is hard, y'all, and we made it through thanks to the support of our family and friends, and including the people who are watching on the live stream right now. Thank you so much. And with that, we would like to invite up Dr. or Dean Jacobs to move on to the next part of the program. And congratulations, everyone. We're so excited to be here today.
Good morning. It's a hard act to follow, Rachel and Michael, who have been such wonderful leaders, but I will try. I'm so honored to be with you today for this exciting and rather nerve-wracking event. You're wrapping up your time as medical students, and today you'll receive the key to your residency journey. After your applications, interviews, and submitting your match preferences, a complex algorithm that Dr. Miller will detail, but that won the Nobel Prize, has determined your entire future, or a lot of it at least. Today and in the weeks ahead, you'll be celebrating the culmination of your work, of drinking from the fire hose of the preclinical years, of the long days on the wards and the clinics, of the excitement of making a diagnosis, the sorrow of losing a patient, the friendships made and the hours spent. Today is such a special gathering. Just look around you. Today beside you are a fabulous and talented group of fellow students who've traveled this journey with you. Around the room are your faculty who've taught you for the last 4 or 4+ years. And by your side are the loved ones and friends who've supported you through the process. When you open your envelope today, all of these people will share in your accomplishment. For those of you who will train at SLU, we welcome you to our community. And for those of you who will leave, we hope that you will carry us with you as you practice your clinical skills, in your tenacity, in your resilience, and all of the other areas that you've developed over the last 4 years. As we await your news, congratulations on this momentous day, and I look forward to talking with you next at your graduation. Thank you.
So, match day is a signpost that the end of the race is near. Unless you know the details of the next race, so there's another one to follow, so you can prepare as you finish this one. So you're gonna know what program and what specialty a little bit later this morning. But I wanna talk about where you began. And to do that, I'm gonna introduce Dr. Harold Choksey, Dean of Admissions, to remind you a little bit about yourselves before we talk a little bit more about the match. Dr. Choksey.
Good morning. I am so excited and honored to be here. This is the match. This is what you've been waiting for the last 4 years. And as Dean of Admissions, I'm going to take a quick second and remind you of where you came from, of who you all were when you showed up at White Coat. So with that, we'll go to the next slide. So this is our class profile for 2023. And on this first slide, you will see that half of you are about male and female, right? But what's really important here is that there were over 6,800 applications. We did 910 interviews to make all of you our class of 180. So think about all those things that you did. Think about where you all came from. You can see our geographic map here. You can see what your average GPA was, your average MCAT score. And you're probably sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe it was so long ago. On the next slide, you'll see all the fun facts about you. So you represented 84 different universities. About 50% of you took time after school. 25% took about a year. Another 25% of you took about 2 years. 30% of you came from about a Jesuit institution. 3 of you were first-generation college students. 11 of you chose to study abroad, representing in 8 different countries and 3 different continents. And on the next one, we'll learn that, you know, you are very athletic folks. You're very much into the learning things, but you're also doing lots of different things and participating in all things in Greek life, having lots of hobbies such as cooking. We actually had somebody who was participated in the Boston Marathon, ran a 3:39. We also have a professional card player. 58 of you played in sports, and 28 different kinds of sports, so not just all the same. In addition, when we talk about the languages that you've learned and you've kind of come across, 39, it's hard when you don't have them in front of you, right? But 39% of you have the ability to speak more than one language. 17% of you have the ability to speak it fluently. But if you also look down on that bottom in the middle, you had over 90,000 hours of service before you came in to SLU. You spent over 1.1 million hours in research and scholarly activity. All those things, and that's before you got here. And then on the very last one, we'll talk about some of your hobbies of crafting, photography, drawing, lots of dancing. In addition, you are also very musically inclined. We have a lot of different instruments that have been played. You have folks who are Eagle Scouts and those that fly drones. So just a representative of who you are and all the interesting facts of who you were before you got to this spot. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Dr. Miller. Thank you.
It's all right, it won't be that long until we get that envelope. We're getting there, we're getting there. Casey, just want you to know that this first finish line, just a reminder, commencement, May 20, 2023. All right, there you go, if you would. So let me talk to you a little bit about the match and what's going on here today. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I will try to make this quick, I promise. Okay, so what was the problem the match was attempting to solve? Like, why does this match even exist? So if you could click next. You know, and I'm gonna have problems reading this from this microphone. All right, so in the 1940s, hey, we improvise if we need to, and I know this wasn't in the plans. Oh, that's even better. That's what I would prefer. Because, you know, oftentimes you can see the slides, but we can't see them from up here. So we'll make do. All right, here we go. So in the 1940s, competition for interns was intense, as it is intense now. It's very intense for all of you. And hospitals were hiring students for their programs as early as the beginning of the third year of medical school. That means you would sign a contract for the specialty you were going into with the hospital you were going to go to, sometimes even before you did a whole lot of clinical rotations. So hospitals had little information about student performance, and students were accepting offers from programs with no idea what other offers might be coming. So you might accept an offer that's subpar. And students in hospitals were dissatisfied with the free-for-all that was the hiring of interns and residents. This was the problem. And so a uniform date for acceptance was created. This happened from 1945 to 1951. And students were still faced with a pretty short deadline. Even though everybody had the same deadline, it wasn't a whole lot of time to make a decision. And hospitals had difficulty hiring preferred applicants if their first offers were rejected. So after they made the first offer, if that person didn't take it, often the second, third, fourth folks on the list were already taken by other hospitals. Hospitals did not like that. And so a central clearinghouse was created in 1951. Students in hospitals would submit rank order lists, this just begin to sound familiar to our students, to the clearinghouse, and a match would be made based on an algorithm. And there are some local algorithms already being done in Boston and Philadelphia that this was borrowed from. This compromise was generally well received by both the hospitals and the students. And the clearinghouse grew to be what the match is as we know it today. Now the algorithm has evolved and has changed. Initially the algorithm was not as favorable to students as it is today. And today it defaults to the students and the student preference. And that was one of the things that was changed from the beginning. The other thing that has also evolved to do is take into consideration individuals, well, it'll be a couple matching as a couple. And being able to do that in such a way to still adhere to the match algorithm and not provide over preference to anyone, but it now can accommodate that. You go to the next slide. And so how does the match protocol work nowadays? What happens for those of you who have not been through the match and are not currently going through it? Rank lists are submitted at the end of February, beginning of March. That means the student ranks the programs that they interviewed in rank order, 1 to however many. The programs rank the students that interviewed with them, 1 to however many. And then the algorithm does its work, and students will learn if they matched into a program the Monday of match week, which is this week. They don't learn where they matched, they just learn if they matched on Monday. So Monday's a big deal. Keep going. And for those who didn't match the first go-around, there's a second go-around and a third and fourth go-around, which is good. It's called the Supplemental Offer and Acceptance Program, also known as the SOAP. This is kind of like the second match. And this takes place for all the unfilled programs that the match was unable to fill through the first run of the algorithm. And this happens from Monday through Thursday, particularly on Thursday preceding match day. And match day generally the third Friday of March, and that is today. And that is my quick history of the match, to give you an idea of how we all got here to this day and how this all happened. And I did not give you all the ins and outs of the algorithm, I know. We'd be here forever if I did. So if you would. So, okay, back to this microphone real quick. All right, we're getting there. So before we open that envelope, I ask that you take a moment to reflect and thank those who got you where you are today. They may be sitting around the table where you are. This day is definitely about you, and it should be, class of 2023. But it has special meaning to so many more people who have invested their time, love, friendship, companionship, and care in you. To the parents in the room, thank you for raising such wonderful men and women with a desire to make the world better through medicine. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking as a parent, there are few things in life better than seeing your child happy and succeed and doing well and doing good at the same time. I must tell you that the character and the moral fiber of the class of 2023 is strong. And I hope you get a chance to relish that today. To the brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, thank you for the support that you've shown our students before and after medical school and during. Yeah, I don't want to leave anyone out here. To the significant others, thank you. As Rachel mentioned, medical school is hard, and your patience and understanding is appreciated. We know this is a big day for you as well. And to the faculty and staff that put in so much effort, sweat, and passion into your education, we again are grateful for shaping the class of 2023 and the doctors that they will be. Almost there. So to the class of 2023, I want you to do some math with me real quick before you open your letters. If you take care of at least 10 patients a day for the rest of your career, likely a 40-year career because we're going to all live that long, you will care for about 100,000 patients, at least 100,000 encounters. And that's probably a low estimate for some of you. Now multiply that by 180, and nearly 18 million patients are waiting to be seen by the class of 2023. That is 18 million times that you will make the world better. That is 18 million times you will relieve suffering and heal the sick. That is 18 million times you will take the things that you've learned here at SLU and put them to use. That is 18 million times you will be trusted with the health and life of another. Wow, think about that. That is profound. And I know this class and its resiliency, whether through COVID, clerkships and 6 months with no break, or the gauntlet of match, you are ready and we are so proud. It's easy to talk about why today is special. It's about these students in the class of 2023 and what they've done so far and what they're about to do. And yes, there are so many reasons why today is special, and I know of at least 18 million. I'm going to turn this over now to Dr. Shannon Graybosch for a toast to the class of 2023.
Good morning, everyone. When I was approached about giving a small toast today, I was of course quite honored, but I was also immediately surprised, because what words of wisdom could I possibly impart to you? And after some reflection, the short answer is none. You're not going to remember a relatable anecdote or a pretty quote, but perhaps I can beseech you to remember this moment, this feeling of anticipation, excitement, a little bit of fear, this breath before jumping into the cusp of the unknown. And perhaps you can hold this moment in your heart and store it for the quiet space between pages at 2 a.m. on call, or the silence that follows, realizing you made your first mistake, or simply when the road ahead of you seems so much more insurmountable than the road that you've been traveling on. We're not here to talk about those darker moments right now, but the business of medicine demands that we are honest to others, and really that we should be for ourselves as well. And so I will tell you, at some point in your life, that uncertainty will touch you all. And when it does, I ask that you think of this moment. Because let's be quite clear, this is not just one moment, it is thousands that have led you to this point. And having walked this journey myself, I know that many times it feels like you are climbing this mountain on your own, but we are here to honor everything that you have encountered along the way. We're here to celebrate what you have accomplished, including your successes, but also the failures that have made you stronger. This is to your family, your partners, your friends who have cheered you on from the sidelines, lended a shoulder to cry on, and more recently tried to understand the most complicated job interview ever created. This is to the hundreds of patients you've met and the thousands more that you will encounter along the way who have given you the gift of trust as you cared from them and learned from them. This is to the educators who have guided you on this journey and watched you grow, and to the educators that you will become in turn. And finally, to the class of 2023, this toast is to you. I hope each of you opens your envelope and finds your future exactly as you imagined it. But for those of you who are stepping into something that looks a little bit different than you dreamed, I will tell you with the authority of a few more years and a few more white hairs that I yanked out of my head earlier today, that life has a funny way of putting you exactly where you are supposed to be. So my dear students and future colleagues, this is a toast to you and this moment. May you hold it in your heart and never be afraid to take the jump of what lies ahead. Congratulations.
We're going to transition just real quick to get ready to introduce the class of 2023 to everyone here and bring you to the stage. So can I get Dr. Schindler and Dr. Morrison? And we need your help, and I think Dr. Deshawn will be helping with this as well. And so what's going to happen next? Wasn't a long transition. What's going to happen next is we're going to call your name. And many of you know you're going to have a walk-up song. Some music that you enjoy kind of captures the spirit of today. And as you go up, as you come to the stage, you will need to stop by Dr. Linda Morrison, Assistant Dean of Pre-Clerks of Curriculum. She will hand you the placard. And Dr. Deb Schindler, Assistant Dean of Program Evaluation and Assessment. She will give you the card with your name on it that corresponds to the table at which your match envelope will be at the designated time. All right, I hope that is clear. Dr. Miranda, is there anything I left out there? Okay. All right, you ready? Okay. If I can have your attention, we will be going in alphabetical order. And to start off, Sang-hoon on. Next, I'd like to introduce David Anarchy.
Yeah, I'm black, I'm magical. I ride for facts, that's actual. Keep it 100, that's natural. To get them new blue 100 niggas trapping flow. Shut up.
Next, Austin Armstrong.
Yeah. Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental.
Next, Malachi Barnett. Dominic Barisi. Thomas Bell. Pracheta Bagat.
They say what goes up must come down, but I ain't reached my cruising altitude. Take a look at what I did, but can you imagine what I'm about to do? The places I'm about to go and the money I'm about to see. Gave Bill Gates some binoculars and said, look out for me. Exceeded expectations, even the Def Jam, cause I married the streets in Atlanta.
Shivam Bonvedia.
Everything's coming up pieces, pieces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, I made it.
Sorry, alphabetical order got a little messed up.
Okay, okay. All right. Tade Bello.
I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble.
Rohit Bhatt. Swetha Bupattaraju. Matthew Bokemper.
But I can see you coming around the bend. Oh, and kicking to the end.
Kendra Brown.
I'm so ambitious. I might hit two sisters. Hey, I'm on a mission. No matter what the conditions. You ready?
Shivang Chowdhury.
Niggas wanna talk about a G, but I spin a G on a 12 teeth in my mouth. Diamonds they caught it can feel like a trout on my wrist or a spot on my wrist with a spider up in it. Everything gotta be 80 and you keep the 20%. You know that I get it, I'm on it, I'm in it. If you try to take it, the clip get extended. I'm back on my bullshit like Jordan.
Stephanie Chen.
These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, everything we want and more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. Ooh, these are the moments we live for.
William Chen. Gwendolyn Clark. Mary Conti.
Best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun. Oh, 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 they're totally crazy. Forget I'm a lady.
Cameron Cooper.
Ain't no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Urban Cornett. Corey Crecilius.
Gonna make you wonder why you even try. Gonna take you down and laugh when you cry. And I still don't know how I even survive. You're not gonna get your own.
Rebecca Cunningham.
Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning.
Carson Dangberg.
Hey yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope on the bread we can toast. So fresh how we flow, everybody get this down from us. Once was a kid with the other little kids. Now I'm ripping up shows and them fans going wild with us. Tell mommy.
Nithin Desai.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life. The way it's over. Welcome to the good life. And after all the talk, all I gotta say is welcome to the good life. You're welcome.
Nicholas DiCristofano. Jeffrey Dixon. Jillian Drogan.
Now it's paying me. Close my eyes, sometimes I feel as if I blow away. I live a life I live and enjoy the ride along the way. I'll make a living out of living, yeah, that's what I say. I got one life to live and I would live in no other way.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation.
Eric Dew. Kayla Eckert.
Everything's coming up pieces, pieces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, I made it.
Eric Elizondo. Diana Fan.
Look at the sky, still here. I'll be right next year. I can make something good, something good.
Rachel Fawn.
And I'm just trying to say I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should.
Lauren Farley.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end?
Margarita Fedorova.
Lights me on. All I did was try my best. That's the kind of things I did. I'm relentlessly upset. They say these are the golden years, but I wish I could disappear. Ego crush is so severe.
Ashley Freeze. Ian Galbraith.
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Monique Gandawijaya. Renee Gao.
I'm getting sentimental when we do this again. 'Cause it's so existential that this might be the end of an era. End of an end of an era. Got it sad, but
Alec Garcia. Vince Guerin. I'm going to hand this off to my colleague, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Kenesha Thompson. She's going to continue.
Michael Gavrilovic. Hannah Gainier. Spencer Gibson.
Make them say, oh, the hoes that tell me yes, the same ones that tell you no. Whoa, I ain't just an average Joe, way above the average flow. Boy, my life is most dope. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Be soon to be happy, don't be laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me Jesus and cheek.
Esther Gilbert. Aaron Goffinet. Michael Goulet.
Resilient little thing, just like mama made you. No one needs to save you. Na, 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 na. Wildflower in the spring, no, they can't contain you. Through the cracks you break through.
Samuel Griffin. Taylor Hallcox.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
Mashkurul Huck.
Can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
Jack Hardman. Aisha Hossam.
Sucker, 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 baby. Sucker, 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 sucker. Oh, yeah, give him lock, 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 lock. Yo, 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 give him, baby. Sucker, sucker, sucker. Oh, when I come through.
Miranda Hasty. Emma Herbeck. Rainey Horowitz.
Jane gon' fall. I'm her. She. Take a peek, it's me. Tell your friends this her.
Jahao Hu. Thomas Huang.
Holding back the seas, and should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, there is a cross that bears.
Sylvia Huang.
This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now I'm looking in your eyes. I feel in my heart the start of something.
Benjamin Hung.
Fine, oh, you turn out fine, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, I know it's hard,
Fabian Jano. Prerana Jain. Nia Johnson. Tiffany Jew.
Fighter, with my back against the wall, said that you had enough.
Juyoung Kayang. Vruta Kansara.
Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
Welcome to the good life.
And after all the talk, all I gotta say is
Welcome to the good life.
you're welcome. You're all welcome. Like we always do with this.
Prajwal Karanelli. Benjamin Kiai. Tae Jun Kim. Christopher Knudsen. We'll give them a second. Bridget Kowalczyk. Rohini Krishnan.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Your touchdown makes me kinda get too fine. I'm not the man that think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man.
Neha Kulkarni. Shreya Lamba. Megan Landsberger.
Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in.
John Latin. Soo-hyun Lee. Melissa Lee.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the eighth wonder of the world. The flow of the century. Oh, it's timeless. Ho! Thanks for coming out tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that.
Z-Ray Jimmy Lee.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm trying to make it back home by Monday morning. I swear I wish somebody would drive. Ooh, that's all I...
Joyce Lynn.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Hendrik Lintel.
That's just how it goes. Rising up, right until we fall.
My colleague, Dr. Lauren Schwartz, will take over. Congratulations, class.
Chase Lidekin.
All I do is win, win,
Feng Hao Lu. Kimberly Lugo. Michael Lugo.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now, that's how long I've been on ya.
Faustin Lau. Sothovic Mataretti. Elise Marker.
On s'est rencontrés, j'avais pas levé. J'avais tous les mecs sur le bas-côté. Fais belle et tu vas câbler. Je me suis rendu, prends-moi cadeau. Dans les recoins de ma tête.
Timothy Mason. Anika Mazumder. Kellen McCormick. Griffin McNamara. Salwick McHale. Jonathan Molman.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
Daniel Morgan. Jennifer Morgan. Vikram Mueller. Vidhu Murali. Nicole Neely. Sydney O'Neill.
You heard that? That's the sound of the price going up.
Daniel Olhausen.
It's been a hell of a year.
Oasis Paracha.
Sobre mí y no te voy a negar. Estamos claros y ya. No te lo voy a negar. No te lo puedo negar. Estamos claros.
Sunghan Park.
It's what it is. It's how I live. All the places I've been. I wish I could.
Neil Patel.
Maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are close. All the stars are close. All the stars are close. Maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars.
Priyanka Patel. Brittany Peterson.
I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, I never seen a man who looks so all alone. Or could you use a little company?
Alexandra Focus.
So we got jams, kick up soul, pour another glass of that rock and roll, turn up the band, find the hole, gonna lose control tonight. What do you want from me? I'm not America's sweetheart, so beat the drum with me. I'm not
Murali Polasani. Taylor Preisler. Caitlin Pruitt.
Dream
Rachel Bean.
In a minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give up way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up, wanna get down. That's how I feel right now. Oh.
Carlos Razo.
Sáquele plumita, yo no tenía nada y miren dónde estoy ahorita. Soy gallo jugado ya que andamos a penitas al trabajo le eché ganas. Yo soy gente de accionar.
Emma Roberts.
I deserve congratulations, cause I came out the other side. I've been having revelations, and I'm gonna let them shine. I deserve congratulations, and never thought that I'd survive. If you tell me
Joseph Rojo.
Dime, ¿vamos para el mambo o no vamos para el mambo? Tú me dices, mami. Zumba. Hoy sí que sí.
Sydney Rosenthal.
I wanna trip inside your head, spend a day there, to hear the things you haven't said, and see what you
Samuel Rudnick.
Ain't no way they can stop me now, daddy, 'cause I'm on my way. I can feel my rain coming. It's the blood of a champion, pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'ma get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the
Julia Sakash.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Queen coming back with a brand new style. Been focused on my shit, making moves in silence. Working out, sleeping in, taking vitamins. Oh, I've been waking up smiling. Bitch, now they calling me your highness. Oh, I've been waking up smiling. Working out.
Ashish Samadar.
ain't it fun? Baby, now you're one of us. Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun? Living in the real world.
Lillian Scanlon.
Rebecca Shops. Erica Schmidt. Noah Schneegert. Claire Schroet.
I'd be a fearless leader. I'd be an alpha type. When everyone believes ya. What's that like? I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming up.
Martin Schwarzy. Vinary Shah.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. Who's gonna run this town tonight? We gonna run this town.
We are, yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation.
Z Shao. Evan Sharp. Zohair Siddiqui. Eric Song.
Last night took an L, but tonight I bounce back, boy. I've been broke as hell, catch the check and bounce back. D-Town LAX, every week I bounce back. Whoa, if you a real one, then you know how to bounce back. Don't know nobody, oh nobody, always on the fucking job. I got no hobbies, got the city fucking.
Ian South. Amanda Springer. Shruti Srikumar.
And it all comes down to you. Well, you know that it does rain, lightning in the sky. Maybe once, maybe twice. Oh, and it lights up the night.
Eric Stein. Anthony Steinley. Catherine Stewart. Tara Tabibi. Charlene Wei Tang. Aberdeen X Taylor. Akshay Thantakudi. Jennifer Toe.
Baby, oh my God, yes, I miss on that. I was really hoping that he will come through. Oh my God, tell the bunny, yeah, asking all the time about what I should do. Now I can never let him go, the man singing the 25 and hanging.
James Toe. Johan van Nispen. All right, everybody, take a deep breath. Resist the urge to check your email, text message, or answer any phone calls. We're almost there, I promise. Luke Vest. Sierra Vosen.
So it's you, that's how I roll. If I'm shining, everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try. I like shot a nigga better over time. They just say
Marcus Boyd.
that I was bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Broke 1,000 hearts.
Matthew Wagoner.
If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. 'Cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can. Till you can.
Reader Wells. Christina Wesley.
I'm feeling myself. 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 I'm feeling my. Change the game with that digital drop. Know who you was when that digital pop. I stopped the world. Male or female, it make no difference. I stopped the world.
Christopher Willis. Andrew Wilson.
It's hard to hear when I keep stealing glances at your picture. So I look away again. On nights like these, when my willpower's weak, I gotta call, so just let it be.
Cassie Witt.
I got the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am.
Michaela Wyckoff. Jason Shin.
Now I feel
Kevin Yang. Lazarus Zamora. We got any pediatricians here? Michael Zhang.
Still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older. Couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good.
Rebecca Zhang.
Let's talk party, somebody's turning 30. Ooh, and we look this good since we don't even know since when I stole coffee. Finally made some money. Ooh, and can't dig it, baby. I finally dig myself again.
All right, deep breath. Nobody get injured in this part. So, you all have a name card that has the table number. Table 1 is in that back corner, waving with Dr. Dalrymple and Dr. Graybosch. So 1 through 6 is on that side of the room. I'm not going to attempt stage right or stage left. 7 through 12 is over here to my left on this side of the room. 7 back in that back corner with Dr. Maxwell and Dr. Mayer. Go to your tables and receive your letters. Oh yeah. Do not open them until everyone gets their letters. Try to hold out. Raise your letters in the air, just the envelopes. We will do a countdown for the actual opening of the envelopes. Faculty, if you could give me a wave when you've handed out all of your envelopes so that I know that they've been given. All right, we're getting there. I see some filtering backs. Hold those envelopes. Hold those envelopes. Faculty, are we good? Almost. We're good? Faculty tables, how are we doing out there? I see, good, okay. All right, everybody. All right. All right, everybody. Oh, hold on. Almost there. Everybody get into position. Looks like we're getting close, getting very, very close, everybody. We still have some letters over here at table 12 with Dr. Matthews in the corner. I see if anybody's looking for table 12 up here to the stage to my left. We've got some table 1s back in the back corner. Dr. Dalrymple's trying to wave it really high. And then looks like Dr. Thompson, Dr. Martin, table 2 has some envelopes ready. All right. Some people may already have their information. Anybody still looking for envelopes? We're good. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to count it down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Congratulations.